Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. My name is Retro Relapse, aka Fernando, and with me, as always, is I had a brain fart. My tag team partner, Randizzle. Whoa,
What's up?
aka Randy. I like my brain went. Woo, when you have
You
a random like a power outage real quick, and just like the light splash, like the
yeah.
lights just flash. Like whoa,
That's what happens when you get old. Your fucking brain
hey,
starts turning off.
well,
Hey,
at
what's up?
least I'm getting old, so
There
I'll
you go.
take that one.
There
Yeah.
you go. Well, we appreciate you tuning in for another Tuesday, Top Rope Tuesday. Actually, if you want to follow or watch back, you can hit the socials at Beyond the Ropes Pod or any streaming podcast service at Spotify, Twitch, YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else you get your podcast needs at Beyond the Ropes. What's going on, man? Did you have a chance to watch some AEW WrestleDream?
You damn right I had a chance to watch AEW WrestleDream. So excited for the pay per view just because it was another pay per view to watch. Something else that AEW was putting out there for us. But I'm also hella excited because this week, the week of October, third week of October, we're getting Dynamite and Collision in San Antonio, Texas on Wednesday, the 22nd, baby.
So tomorrow.
You damn right.
Why the fuck would you burp on the fucking thing, you fucking idiot?
Because I was excited. Because I was very excited. I'm still excited. You know, crazy enough, I went by because I've never been to the Techport arena here. What is it? The Boeing Techport?
Mhm.
I think it's Boeing. I don't know if Boeing is attached to it or not. I just say that because it's in the
It
area.
is. It still is. It still is.
Okay, it still is. Okay, great. So it used to be in the old Kelly Air Force Base area. That shows my age, right? Kelly Air Force Base. And went to take a drive to see where it's at because I haven't been yet. I haven't had the opportunity to go to anything that's going on there because they do concerts there, they do esports there. But TNA was there a few months back, so I didn't get to go to that. So I was like, let me go drive by and see what's up. And my happy ass is driving down, going down old Dead Man's Curve, took it down to down General Hutton, driving all the way through. Got to see some new jets that they put up in the area because they never had jets on that backside before. And once I got over to the beautiful, beautiful Techport Center, what do I see getting ready to go into the place? Four semis with AEW logos on them, with different wrestlers on each of the truck. It was awesome.
Should just follow
So
him in. Should just follow him in. Fuck it. Say, hey, oh, I'm part of the crew. Part of the crew. Setup crew.
as wonderful as that would have been, they were waiting at the gate. They were not on. They were parked there, so they hadn't let them into the place yet to go start setting up. So I think that was the goal for them to have everything all set up, obviously before tomorrow. Getting it done today, I guess, so they can go over what they need to go over, have lighting, all that good stuff, sound, all that stuff. See how they're going to set it up compared to TNA's to make it look different when they came over here. But yeah, just seeing those four trucks, man, I got giddy like a little girl, dude. I was like, holy shit. So my happy ass missed the entrance on the side. So I had to go all the way around, and I drove my happy ass back around towards the entrance, got off my truck, and snapshot some pictures. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, this is so cool. So
Nice, nice. So you will be there tomorrow, correct?
you damn right, I will be there tomorrow.
I have tickets. I'm not sure if I will be there. We'll find out. Work, works. I gotta make money. I need to eat.
You damn right.
I need to eat. So,
Yeah,
but
no,
ideally,
I know that.
ideally, I would make it and be able to watch the show from wherever. I think again, AEW, the way they've been setting up these shows lately and the type of arenas they've been choosing are very more intimate. So anywhere you sit's probably a damn good seat. And I
Mm,
believe this is set up the way I saw TNA set up. It's almost like an orchestra pit or almost Daly's place where kind of everything's at the bottom and it kind of cascades up. I believe. I'm
the
100%
way it
sure.
looked when we were buying the tickets online, we have floor tickets. We're by the we're by the entrance where the wrestlers come out.
Okay.
So we'll be getting pyro for sure in our ears. It's five rows.
N5? Is it N? P? I
I
don't.
don't remember. I don't have the ticket. I remember the letter. I just know here's the entrance and that back row, and then it goes five in before it starts curving around for the rest of the people on the floor.
What you need to
And
do,
on the back side is where they have risers.
what you need to do is you have a digital ticket, correct?
Sure.
Or what you need to do is when you get there, go get a physical ticket and go have them print you a physical ticket so you can have a nice little momentum. That'd be badass. I've been
What
trying to do
does
that for anything I've been doing, anything I'm going to. I get the physical ticket if possible,
do
and
they do that there?
you can go to any box office and they'll print one for you. It's like doing will call. Same logic. They can't send it to you digitally. They have to print it out. So you can ask them for a digital an actual physical ticket for them to give it to you.
Hmm.
Something to save in a little scrapbook, get signed by a wrestler, possibly, and then you can get it slabbed or
Interesting.
put in acrylic or something like that.
Hmm.
If you're a collector, if that's something you can definitely collect, and it definitely ends up being worth money sometimes. If you ever decide later on in the future that you need a little scrap, you strap for cash or something.
That's what's up.
hmm
Hmm.
So have before we get into WrestleDream, I know we were talking about it. Is there any matches announced for tomorrow, by chance?
They did mention, and let me see if our unofficial sponsor, the SmackDownHotel.com, has anything on here because they did mention some during the pay per view.
Okay.
If I am not mistaken, I want to say they did mention that they're going to start. Yeah, they don't have it here, anything on here yet. Um, the women's bracket for the tag team belts. That's going to get. They're going to announce the bracket. It's 4 teams from what it looked like, unless they're going to switch it up. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it was that, and then there was a match announced. Okada versus Brody King, I think. But I'll double check that here in just a sec. Somebody is having a fit right now. Mhm. Mhm. They're barking at Chef. No, they're not. They're barking at Ghost.
The glass is frosted and the sun's hitting it, so the little flowers they move around right by the pot of plants right next to it. They see shadows moving from the plants and they start thinking somebody. So couple turds. Well, uno, dos, tres. Go ahead.
Hmm. Still looking, by the way.
Oh,
Mhm.
looking. What are you looking for? Oh, if any matches are announced.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, while he does that, make sure to hit Eddie Guerrero Frog Splash on the like and subscribe button. You know, comment, like, share, help us out, get us on the algorithm so we can this podcast can spread like Fernando's butt cheeks.
Dude, they had. Yeah, well, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. That's the. Should have been a little more prepared for this one, but I didn't think you were going to ask me what the fuck was going on.
I mean, you're going tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, but I always go in blind to this shit. I don't know.
Well, fuck it. Let's go to WrestleDream. If you can't find it, I don't want you to waste time looking for it because I know
Why not?
WrestleDream
We
happened.
have plenty of time for people to listen to us do nothing.
No. Just pull up WrestleDream, you dumb shit.
Too late. Okay, so WrestleDream results. Ba, ba, ba. Event. Pay per view roster. Full Gear's coming up. That's cool. Um, yeah, they have the whole thing on here. Mm, tickets on sale now. Okay. Yeah, they like I said, they did announce that we're gonna have the bracket for the women's, but AEW isn't very good at putting like a whole list of stuff that's going on because a lot of times they want to surprise you with random shit. So,
Or they're planning it last minute,
hmm and
which is fine. Which is fine. It works out either way.
I think
So,
that's another reason why. You know what? San Antonio. Yeah. On okay, here we go. There's three things that are announced on here. AEW AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament bracket reveal. AEW Unified Championship Kazuchika Okada versus Bandito, and then the AEW World Trios Championship, the Ops versus the Hurt Syndicate.
is the ops bad now? Are they bad guys now?
The Ops is bad.
So which is a weird turn, all because of Samoa Joe. Interesting. We'll get into it. I know. We'll talk about it
Hmm
in this Wrestle Dream when we go over this Wrestle Dream pay-per-view card.
Well, fuck it. Let's go with the tailgate brawl. The one of the first match out. I believe it was the first match out. Did you watch the Saturday Night Brawl?
I watched the last two matches.
It's kind of weird that I get it. Like I don't know how they're doing it now because they're pushing it. There were issues on Amazon for whoever bought the pay per view on Amazon where it did black out a few times. Uh, the only issue that HBO Max had was it blinked once and the audio was off for a little bit and then it synced back together. But I've noticed that HBO Max, when I was watching the tailgate brawl, it had these random ass ad breaks, which is understandable because it's a free show thing or whatever. But they were very long.
The
They
actual
were
breaks are about an hour, a minute and 30 seconds.
no, they were longer.
Longer?
They were longer. Yes, they were long, and they were like 3 minute ad breaks in between matches because they were waiting or still fighting and then getting their legs back in. The announcers were getting their legs back in and what was going on. And it seemed like 2.5 to 3 minutes per ad break, which is kind of long, knowing that a pay per view, there's no ads and it's all paid for up front. Whatever. Regardless, the Saturday tailgate brawl matches bled over into the intro of the pay per view. Did you
Interesting.
notice that?
I did not notice that.
FTR and Jet Speed bled into the beginning because the beginning was supposed to be Jamie Hayter and Thekla. They were supposed to open up the show,
Oh,
and
is that why they fucking sped up the last match of the night? All that because of time overlaps.
that's the rumor. That was one that I was trying to read also when I was looking for the real reason behind it. Uh, they were completely out of time.
They said all the time, and maybe possibly Darby Allin being cut up and bleeding out, and then want to stop it. But it was
Mm.
really mainly the time constraints.
Well, we'll
Regardless,
get into that in a little bit because
yeah.
I have that on here pulled up. First match of the night was the Death Riders versus the Conglomeration with Roderick Strong, and this is a hell of a match for an opener, man.
I saw it. That was
This is a
actually
hell of a match.
it was actually pretty good. It was a
Hmm
4-on-4, right?
It was a
Four on
four
four.
on four. It was a hell of a match for
It
an opener,
was
man.
Ishii, Orange, Kyle, Rowdy versus Yuta, Cesaro, Pac, and who?
Daniel Garcia.
Danny Garcia.
Hmm Because
Yeah,
remember the two main guys, or at least Moxley.
was
Darby's
fighting.
not really part of the conglomeration, but if Team AEW was trying to do something like that, Moxley was fighting him, so that's why they didn't come out.
Hmm.
And Marina came out just to tell everybody what's up or send them off, and then she went back to the back to hang out with Moxley. So
What a
interesting,
slut.
interesting. But it was a good match though for an opener. It was a hell of a match.
It was a good match. I saw I didn't see clips of it. I saw pieces of it. I wasn't paying
Mhm.
attention, to be honest with you. And I know it was a good match. What I did see. Who came
Yeah,
out? Who came out victorious in that one?
the Death Riders. Death
Death
Riders came
Rider.
out on top.
Bum, 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 bum.
Next on the card, Eddie Kingston and Hook versus Question Mark. Well, the question mark ended up being the Frat House, Griff Garrison and Cole Carter.
I didn't like the way it ended. Eddie Kingston slapped the dude, and then Hook fucking choked him out. That
Hmm.
was weak. It was a weak fucking finish. I'll say this: those fraternity guys, they fucking sold their ass off. Like they got their ass whooped, right? They sold like a motherfucker. You're pushing Hook as tough guy, which is fine. And Eddie Kingston's a New York
Tough
guy.
guy
Fucking
from New York.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from New York. I wasn't even gonna
Yeah,
do it,
yeah, yeah. Yeah. The
but you
both
got
both
me.
both both New Yorkers. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't care for Eddie Kingston, and I thought this match, the way it finished, was kind of shitty. I thought they would let Hook do some fucking T-bone suplexes, something. Even Eddie Kingston getting a little more in there would have been a little bit better. But hey, it's a free match. It is what it is.
But realistically, this match didn't have to be on the pay per view. I
No,
think
no,
they did.
no, 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 no,
They
no,
did
no.
it just to have them on the card so they can kind of sell it.
It's
But at,
it's what's the killer for me is this is a weird pairing for me. Like it's they don't they have come what's the word clashing styles, where it's
mhm.
just like one's a brawler, one's a technical wrestler. Like okay, cool, and they have nothing in common outside of being from New York.
One's a baller, one's a shot caller.
I don't know who the shot caller or the baller is, to be honest. In this
20
one,
inch blades on the Impala.
they got
Yeah,
the spree wheel, that flywheel, that
that
spree wheel.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's old.
yeah.
Ah, next match on the tailgate brawl: Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron versus Top Gods Megan Bain and Penelope Ford.
I mean, we've been saying it for months. It's nice to see Penelope Ford on TV. Or
Hmm.
on at least being able to fight. I would like to see her do more of a singles push, but you know, it's faces versus heels. Exactly what you're gonna get from any fucking wrestling organization. It is what it is.
But the faces came out on top. Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, they came out on top. I thought it was stupid, but
I
I
didn't see
mean,
this. I didn't see this match. I saw the opening when they were walking out. That was it.
I did enjoy the fact that Penelope and Megan Bain came out in costume. Penelope was dressed up like Harley Quinn, and Megan Bain was dressed up as Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
So,
I saw the Poison Ivy outfit. Like I said, I like Penelope Ford. I think she deserves a push. I'm sure her and Megan Bain are going to be part of that the tag team gauntlet for the women's tag team, the new tag team titles. So hopefully we can at least see them draped in gold right now because they've been pushing them a lot.
okay, so let's touch on that a little bit because I know there isn't really any more other than the big championship matches. That was all with the women, except for the opener. So let's say there was four on the bracket.
Hmm.
Hopefully, there's more, but if there's four teams on the bracket, you've got Megan Bain, and Penelope Ford. That's one.
Hmm.
Who else is there?
You
Ty
might
J.
you might have Ty J or and Harley Cameron and even Chris Statlander maybe make her a double champ.
No, I think she'll stay with Willow because since they were in that brawl,
Mina and Tony Storm.
that's the other one.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Who deserves to have
Oh,
it?
and maybe Julia and Sky Blue
Julian and
instead
Sky
of
Blue.
Willow and Hardy Cameron,
I would take that.
or
Who deserves it?
if that's five, and then maybe two more they can put them together, which I'm pretty sure they can.
Who other females do you have that need something to do?
Mm, yes.
Ring of Honor girls, Athena
Hmm.
and fucking the
Billy
other one,
Starks.
Billy Stark. That would
Hmm.
be a bad thing. That puts it. I'm surprised that Athena's still not on AEW TV. It's fucking baffling to me. But okay,
Yep.
whatever, right? Um, it is what it is. It's women's wrestling in general right now, lately.
Hmm.
But I think at the end of the day, like I said, I'll still say it. I'm not a big Megan Bain fan, but I'm a Penelope Ford fan. So I would like to see her being draped in some kind of gold. And
Hmm.
to be the inaugural and being a heel would be great because they're gonna talk shit. They're gonna do the chicken shit heel thing and run off, and then everyone can chase them, all the good and bad teams, and it makes sense. It's just women to be on TV and have some fights.
Yeah.
So win-win for everybody. Would you prefer anyone in particular to
Megan
hold
Bay and
that belt?
Penelope Ford,
Maybe been
honestly.
before, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
The
Yep.
close second for me, only because they've been pairing them up recently, is Tony Storm and Mia Shikara.
Yeah,
That's
I'd like to see them go at it. Let's say uh the women of Top Gods get it. I'd like to see Mina and Tony Storm go after it. That would be a pretty cool little pairing for them to go after it and try to win the belts.
I would also like to see.
That's a pay-per-view event right there.
Yeah, I would like to see old school where because they don't technically have brands. I would like to see them defend it in Dynamite one week, Collision the next week, and Ring of Honor
Hmm.
another week. Just rotate it all around
I
because
don't think they would do it in Ring of Honor, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to do it in Ring of Honor, knowing that it's an AEW championship.
yeah, and they don't have any women's tag team over there either, so it wouldn't be a
They
bad
don't have
idea.
enough women over there to do it.
That's why you do it like here and there, right? This
Hmm.
very
Pepper it
spotty.
in.
Yeah, pepper it
Hmm.
in because over there you still have uh Donna Perazzo and fucking Giant Nitro's wife, Taya Valkyrie. You have
Hmm.
them too. That's a good team. You
Yep.
have Queen Amidala and whatever girl she hangs out with there.
Hmm.
There's enough women to have a match or two here and there,
Yes.
right?
No. I agree wholeheartedly. Yes.
I would say if at least once a week rotate in a different show. Does it have to be on both shows the same week? No.
No.
1 week Dynamite, 1 week Collision, 1 week Ring of Honor. That means that belt's gonna be defended on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That's not a bad fucking combination to have if you're gonna introduce a belt and you want to kind of give it some juice behind it.
You telling me you're saying rotate the hose?
Whatever you gotta do.
Rotate
Whatever you gotta do. Hey,
the hose.
it being a wrestler is like being a fucking prostitute. You have to sell yourself. That's the way
Hmm.
you're gonna get over, right? Like, I mean, how many wrestlers do you know have had fantastic matches, are great technical wrestlers? They just suck. You don't like you don't care for them. Like there's nothing interesting about them. There's a lot of wrestlers like that. One comes to mind is Lance Storm. Lance Storm is one of the best fucking wrestlers alive, but he's so boring that there's nothing entertaining about him. But some of these women, because they are more entertaining than wrestlers, it's okay for them to rotate and kind of put themselves out there and give kind of prestige to that belt.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, next match.
Next match on the tailgate brawl. Then the last match on the tailgate brawl. FTR, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler versus Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight.
I did not see this match.
I did. I didn't care for it.
Anything good? Was it was it a,
FTR won.
was it a definitive win or like a cheating
Yeah.
win? Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay, fair. Again,
Smoke break.
that's a sad part to say that FTR is in a match like that. It's also a sad part to say that you have Kevin Knight and Speedball, who are super brand new to the company. And granted, they are being showcased pretty much every week, but they're out. They're like in
That's one
who
reason
care
why I
matches. They're
didn't care
they're in
for
who
this
care
match.
matches. But they're in who care matches. Like they're
This was
nothing.
one of those.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
It
There's
sucks for
nothing.
FTR being in a Who Care match when they really put out and show out. But you have two up and comers that they're really trying to put on everybody, and that's great. But it just and that's why it's on the tailgate. I'm glad it wasn't on the main card, but it's still eh.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's the tough part right now about the tag team division. There's a lot of teams that are just fucking floundering right now. Like it's just all right. Hey, you got a tag team that's been put together, and you have an established tag team. I'm glad that the established tag team won FTR, but why are they in a who cares match? Like they should be in fucking highlighted tag team matches. Like that's the whole point, right? So I it is a big
Right now. This pay per view had no focus on big tag team stuff right now.
yeah. And what it
Well,
hasn't
actually,
been
it
lately.
had one match put with their belts on the line, but it wasn't. There wasn't any other. Well, there was another tag team match that was on there, but there wasn't enough time on the card.
I just think that the focus has shifted not only in AEW but WWE has been doing the same thing. To shift its focus completely from tag team wrestling, which is baffling because if you like fucking singles wrestling, you're getting double that when you have fucking four people fighting each other. Like, come on, let's get this shit going again.
I think it's more just to cause more drama and stories with the belts.
No, not the
Remember,
right,
it's the ball.
Yeah, but not the right drama. That's the problem. Like it's the who cares drama. That's the
Well,
problem.
it depends on where you're looking at because WWE has the drama right now compared to AEW, who has the Who Care drama.
Let me ask you this: Does WWE have who care drama for the tag team division? Yes, because you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The who
But
cares tag team division.
but I'm talking about the singles. You were asking why aren't they getting the push? Is because right now the drama is with the singles champions, is with the champ matches, and that's where the focus is right now of what they're trying to keep the singles names up to get ratings because it's the fall.
Yeah.
You're not going to get ratings off of fucking tag teams unless you do it right and how you're saying it. If you were to put a better focus and spotlight, like a better, I don't know, even if you put some kind of fucking bracket thing that AEW does, or some
They
kind of
love
battle royal,
brackets. They love
or
brackets.
a WWE style battle royal with the tag teams, to bring some more drama to it,
Agreed. Like
it would
more
it would
bracket,
be it
more
would be
brackets
better,
will.
and it would be worth actually trying to, you know, watch, pay attention, and all that kind of shit. But right now, the focus is on what the champs.
Yeah, I think tag team bracket would be fantastic, better than the singles bracket for a championship belt. And you're right. It's you want to focus your all your attention on the belts because it is fall and you're going into the holidays, and you really need to fucking grab people now before they're too busy and they're spending all their money on other shit. It is what it is. So it just needs to happen. They need to figure out their in their fucking algorithm of how it fucking works with tag team fucking wrestling in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So FTR took it, uh, and that bled into the intro of the pay per view. There wasn't no pomp and circumstances fireworks like they usually do, because right as soon as that was done, they went into Jamie Hayter versus Tekla, and everyone from both sides is banned from ringside. I wouldn't really say both sides. It's more the Triangle of Madness was. I mean, somebody will come out and help out Jamie Hayter from time to time, but not like she's in a part of a group or anything. But yeah, it was more the Triangle of Madness being set aside. But Jamie Hayter did come out on top. It was a good hard hitting match. I'm not going to take anything away from Tekla because she does sell decent. She does
She's quick. She's quick.
she
It's
she
just
she, she does well. She does well work. She works well in the ring. So I can't just put a whole bunch of shade on her because I mean she you can tell that she has um
experience.
tenure. She's
Yeah,
got
she's tenure.
she's got tenure. She's got experience. So
I
it works.
I don't like Jamie Hayter's character. I don't like Texas' character. So this was almost like I really didn't care because the buildup wasn't really there for me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no real buildup. I'm glad they had women's wrestling on the main card, but there was no buildup for me to be like, oh man, I can't wait to see this fucking match kind of thing.
Right.
So
Like I said, Jamie Hayter got the win. Next, after this one, my opinion, match of the night, the $500,000 tag team match. Winner gets 500K. Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. This was a hell of a match between both teams, and even the announcers, the commentators were saying, how good that Jack Perry and Luchasaurus look together, knowing that they haven't been a tag team that long. I mean, they have, but then they were separated for a long time. They were both in different stories. One was wrestling, one wasn't. Blah blah blah, yada yada. They came out looking really good. They gave it to the Bucks, but the Bucks gave it just as hard back, and it was a hell of a match. The Bucks are just, dude. They if there's anyone who can take out the Hardys and without the belts would be the fucking Young Bucks because of how
and who won this match?
well they meshed together. I was hoping for the Young Bucks to win it, but Jurassic Express took the 500,000.
But you know what? It's not like you said. Like it was a good showing for Jurassic Express because they needed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put them together at the last pay per view. They fucking shocked the world by fucking right him coming back, him turning face, him giving you hints of is he gonna turn on Luchasaurus? Is he gonna go back to his old ways? Jack Perry, but they needed to show out. Like you've had enough time not wrestling, both of them, right? One's been
Mm-hmm.
out for injury, one's been out for doing whatever the fuck he's doing. It is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. But if you're gonna put all your eggs in the basket of bringing them together and either reap the benefits of it working out or eat fucking crow because it fucking blows.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily for everyone, they got paired with one of the best fucking tag teams out there, the Jacksons, the Young Bucks, and it worked out because good thing for everyone in AEW is the Young Bucks fucking know how to work with people and they know how to fucking change their style to make it look like there's a lot of give and take.
Yep.
They know how to work big. They know how to work small. They know how to work technical, high flying, all that good shit. People don't give them their
There were
flowers
points.
enough.
There were points in the fucking match, dude, where they were just the way they would cohesively work together in tandem, kicking the shit out of Jurassic Express, floating around, do another kick, push him down, fly off the rope, roll around, someone get the pin, kick out, right back at it, throw someone out, follow over, jump over the ring, jump out of the ring. It's like, dude, like sequence after sequence after sequence. It's like, how do you practice all of that? But you just, when you know, you know, and when you're that good, you're that fucking good, dude. Good to
Yeah.
see.
It again, like I said, luckily for AEW, they got people like the Young Bucks who can work anybody, especially tag team. And speaking of the Young Bucks, I don't know if you heard the rumor, but they are definitely talking about buying Pro Wrestling Guerrilla when they are done with AEW, or even maybe before if they decide to go with AEW and open it up, or open their whole new, brand new indie wrestling organization in SoCal. That is their goal when they retire or whatever they do.
Because
God knows when that
they
is.
have been talking about retirement
Yeah.
plans after AEW, plans of what they want to do, and you know that would be great. Whether they buy that company, because I don't even know if it's still a company or not, if it's still doing anything.
It is as of 2000 is on extended hiatus of this of 2024. So it's
So
been
see, so that would be great because that was home to them. That stuff that happens, that's a California-based place, and that's where they're from, and
they they might be
that would be
buying
perfect.
the catalog because they've had
Yeah, there's plenty.
everyone like AJ Styles,
Anybody
Adam
that you have
Cole,
on what you have at AEW as well as the WWE and some of NXT and plenty of TNA, they've all ran through that fucking place. They've all had plenty of matches. You can just dial up PWG anywhere from I don't know 2015 to 2023. You'll see all kinds of crazy shit. Like, well, I mean, not 23, but before that, I
they
know
were
before everything around COVID. I mean,
they were the
anything
Ring of
before
Honor on the West
2019.
Coast. They were Ring of Honor on the West Coast. That's what they were like.
But it was great to see Aleister Black on there. It was great to see fucking
Ricochet,
Justin Lucian Tiger or Liger, Justin Liger.
Jushin Liger,
He was on there. I mean, Ricochet obviously was on there.
Kevin Owens, Sami
Yeah,
Zayn,
Kevin Steen was on there. Sami Zayn was on there.
El
El,
Generico, El
El
Generico.
Generico. Yes, there. They were all boys. They were all boys in it together. They were all doing it, and you know what? That'd be great. That'd be great. You need someone, or you need a place with a reputable name or owners to keep the future going. Because if not, then who are we going to have to look up to?
And this is what we're talking about a couple of months ago, where if that does happen and they stay and they stay like there's no bad blood with them leaving or retiring, they could be a legit feeder system for fucking AEW, just like
They're
NXT
going to
is.
need it. They're going to need AEW will need that if WWE keeps pressing to take everything else that's out there.
Yeah, and AEW needs it because one, they need their people to get reps, right? Not everyone makes the card. That means that a lot of people don't wrestle for weeks. Like rest TV wrestle. They might wrestle or train in wherever dojo or whatever gym they train at with a wrestling company or other wrestling companies, but or do indies. But you need something that's consistent. And if the Young Bucks have that relationship with Tony Khan, they're like, hey, we'll run monthly shows, bring everyone in. They can train at the
Treat
like.
it like GCW per se. I'm not going to say all the heavy hardcore shit they do in GCW, but GCW does either bi-weekly or monthly shows where you bring in a bunch of big names and you see all their up and comings that they're trying to bring up as well. But that's a
Exactly.
different area.
Yeah, GCW, you have people who are on TNA, people who are on AEW, and they fight in GCW. It is what it
Hmm.
is. So
Hmm.
it's not a bad thing to do, and hopefully they stay in the good graces of Tony Khan, and maybe Tony Khan floats them a little bit of money to keep that shit going like a feeder system, and it's
Hmm.
cool, win-win. But again, if anyone can do it, the Young Bucks, because they have the
I know
connections
the
and they have the
guys have been
friendship.
doing it for a long time, but they're not even 40 yet. Or I think they are just on the cusp of 40 right now. So, hopefully they still have a few more years left in them. But when you've done everything per se, for the most part, it's a smart move,
I
especially when you
wonder.
want to have
What,
time to spend with your family and your kids, just like AJ Styles is now taking the time and saying, you know what, I'm going to retire soon and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, a lot of these people have families and are on the road what a lot.
Yeah, I wonder when their contract is up.
Mm.
Let's see. They signed an extension in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say
Usually
exactly.
an extension is 3 to 5 years. So there's a good chance that
Next year is the fucking last of the deal.
next year or the year after.
Next year is
Mm-hmm.
3 years, so they signed in August 2023. Extension in August.
Mm-hmm.
The deal includes them continuing as executive vice presidents. The extension was signed along with Kenny, Hangman as the group elite. The agreement is announced in AEW CEO 2010. So we'll see.
Yep. We will see. But that's the that's that for that match. The next match on the card, you have the number one contenders, and I didn't know it was the number one contenders match. I thought it was just another one just to clear out the 1v1 or the 1-1. Um, the AEW World Trios Championship number one contenders match, Tornado Trios match. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP versus the Demand, Ricochet, Bishop Khan, Toa Leona.
Yeah, it's like the rubber match to see who the number one contender is.
And your winner is the Hurt Syndicate.
They hurt people.
They did.
They hurt people.
They did. It
So
was
now,
all over the place. This match was all over the fucking place.
so they're fighting as faces now, obviously because
They've been faces
the
for a
ops
while
are
now.
fucking gonna be the
Heel.
heels in this one. So
And that's I think that's why that's another reason why the Ops went heel, because if you're gonna do a face heel kind of match, Hurt Syndicate has been face for a while now. Just with the crowd behind them, there's no way to stay heel. And I think it's gone for quite a few weeks that they've been on the face side. I think after MJF was really the big push for them staying face, and MJF going off and doing his heel shit. Uh, but yeah, it's looking good to see what's now. We know that they're the number one contenders. We're going to see something happen on Dynamite this week. Let's
tomorrow
go.
we get to see it
Let's
tomorrow.
go. Let's fucking go. Next match on the card, the AEW TNT Championship, Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe.
Who
What'd
came
you
out on
think of this
top?
match?
Who came out on top? Give it
Kyle
to
Fletcher.
now. Why do you feel that he won? Do you notice anything lacking in that match?
What do you mean?
Like, did you feel like it was? Did you feel like it was a an even 50-50? You never know what's gonna happen, or was it like one-sided?
What do you mean?
Like, did someone have the upper hand, or was it like an evenly battled match?
What do you mean?
Shut the fuck up. Answer the
What are you
question.
getting at?
I think this fucking match was fucking one-sided. It was Kyle Fletcher. I don't think that Mark Briscoe did shit. It was almost like he just showed up to do nothing, which is fucking ridiculous. After all this fucking fighting and after all this chasing and having this rubber, essentially a rubber match with Kyle Fletcher,
Hmm.
how the fuck does Kyle Fletcher have the upper hand the whole time? And maybe Mark Briscoe gets a shot in here or there.
Sometimes you get paid to put someone over and to
It,
keep Kyle as the TNT champion. It would have been nice to see Mark Briscoe as the TNT champ.
it
Give
would
him
have been
a
nice
run.
to see a better fight out of it. I get it, but when you come out immediately when you come out with doo doo face because you know you're gonna fucking lose, it makes and I'm a fan of Mark Briscoe. I'm a fan of of this actual the actual pairing of Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. But I thought this match was like it was one sided purposefully, and it was just an overkill match. I was like, oh fuck, okay. Well, I know Kyle Fletcher's a badass and he's the future, obviously. But you fucking build up Mark Briscoe this whole time, and then you just kind of he does it to himself, or they take the rug out under his legs, and he's just fucking floundering the whole time, and he gets one or two good shots in, and that's it. That's stupid. Like then, why the fuck are you in AEW? Why are you wreestling for? Just
No,
retire.
I wanted to give you this one because I didn't watch this match.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is my refill my beer, potty break, go get something to eat match.
but why? Why was that for you? Like, why wasn't it the other match before that, the Hurt Syndicate or the fucking women's match or any of that stuff?
Oh, because I don't believe in either one of them.
Why?
I don't believe Kyle Fletcher to be a good champ, and I don't believe in Mark Briscoe to be a champ either. I like Mark Briscoe's character. I like him that he puts himself and he throws himself out there, stuff like that. I don't see him as a singles champion anymore. Yeah, not in AEW. In Ring of Honor, go for it all day, dude. Go for it all day. I just don't believe him in AEW. Kyle Fletcher, I'm over Kyle Fletcher. Um, okay, you put it on TNT Championship. You're always gonna win via some kind of cheat because you're in the Don Callis family. I'm not saying he did on this one. If he did, great. If he didn't, well, even
He,
better.
he,
But
di- he didn't. He fought.
yeah,
He beat him up normally.
cool. If you earn respect for those that are you're playing it clean, great. But there's always some kind of shenanigans. So that's why I was like, I really didn't care for this match.
I find it interesting for you to skip this match of all matches, but it was a good match. It was just
Mhm.
like I said. When you come out with
I
Judy
think the
face,
TNT Championship needs to come off of Kyle Fletcher, but it needs to go to somebody else. Who right now? I couldn't tell you who could get it. I don't know who I'd be interested in watching hold on to that belt. If anybody, Roger Strong. I'd like to see Roger Strong beat the shit out of half of the fucking roster with that belt on. But is it
I
going to
don't.
happen? Probably not.
I don't feel he has. I feel like he's in the same boat as Mark Briscoe. Like, okay, if he was a champ, why? Like, I don't believe it anymore at this point. I don't. And that's the problem with lackluster storylines is, or even lackluster matches when you're part of you're thrown into a group match. It's like, okay, well, it's me and four other guys versus five other guys. Okay, well, how much am I gonna really get to show out? The promos are okay. They're usually dominated by one or the other, by Don Callis or just him getting. If you're talking about Rowdy, him being part of the upset about the conglomeration. Like
Hmm.
there's not much to it, to be honest with you. So it's like, okay, oh, fantastic. And I think you're right. Like if they took the belt out of Kyle Fletcher, who next? I don't know. But I think Kyle Fletcher's a great wrestler. I'm surprised that he hasn't pulled away yet. He's getting better on the mic, but
Hmm.
I guess I could see your point if you didn't want to watch it. I'm just surprised that this is a match that you would call a smoke or pee break, honestly.
For me, it was because I have no interest in it. It's like, oh, this is another one that should have been on Collision.
Fair.
Hmm. For me. But these next two matches were wonderful. Well worth watching, and neither one of them, in my opinion, needed to be on. This was on the card. This was well worth it. First off, was the AEW Women's World Championship. Chris Statlander versus Timeless Tony Storm. This was a banger of a match. I liked it.
I didn't watch this match.
I liked it. It was a banger of a match. I love me some Chris Statlander. Tony Storm. She still is putting on great matches for not having the belt, and they took it to each other. They really did. I liked it. Um, Chris Statlander came out on top. She kept the belt. We did find out in the beginning or at some point of the excuse me, in the vignettes or whatever. Oh, it was during the tailgate. I think they how they would show little things that were going on. Mercedes Monet uh was in Mexico, CMLL, hold on her championship over there, and her ring attire looking like Selena. Remember Selena had the purple crossover bustier thing that she wore or whatever. She came out to one of Selena's songs over there in Mexico the night before, and then she was at the the pay per view. She issued an open challenge, but it needed to be somebody with a belt to come and fight her because she was already Ultimate Monet, but she wanted to beat that. So after the Chris Statlander Tony Storm match, Tony hands over the belt to Chris. Hey man, you're the champ. She rolls out. Chris Statlander hanging out in the ring, trying to soak it in, and all of a sudden, fucking CEO. Her music comes out. She comes to the ring. She steps up to Statlander holding her TBS championship. She had the frat boys, the fraternity. They all had her belts. They came out with her, holding on to all her belts, and they walked down the ring with her. And Mercedes told Statlander, "You're in my ring. Get out of my ring." Pushed her and everything. Get out of my ring. And Statlander's like, "Okay, all right, fine." And she got out. I was kind of mad the way that Statlander got out. I was like, "Bitch, you're the world champ, dude. You're over Mercedes, dude."
That's what I wanted to touch on. I don't find Chris Statlander as a credible champion at all. At all. Like, could she wrestle? Absolutely. Is she a worth? I can see why they never gave her the opportunity, and she was always a TBS champion. She's boring. I don't find anything. I don't find anything compelling, and that's why this one was a smoke break. I like Tony Storm, but she only works as well as her competitor. Her competitor is a heavy hitter, which is fine. Tony Storm can heavy hit with the heavy hitters, but
She did.
there's no. For me, there was no like, oh yeah, oh man, let me fucking go out of my way to watch this.
Well, I did. I enjoyed it. It was a great match. I had fun watching the match. So Mercedes comes out. Chris Statlander goes to the back, and she's there. Here's the CEO. Who's gonna come on my open challenge? Mina Shirakawa comes out with her interim Ring of Honor Television Championship to answer the open challenge. Man, I was hoping Mina fucking took her ass out, but didn't happen. And it was a good match too because they were going back and forth. Mina works well with those that can work with her, and Mercedes is a lot like her when it comes to their fighting styles, where they're able to flow back and forth, hit each other well. And this was a good match too. Right off the back, that was another banger of a match. And Mercedes came out on top, and she pinned her, and she got the fucking champ, the interim Ring of Honor television champion. She's now 12 belts, Monet.
That made her
She
11. She won another belt the following day at another organization.
Well, regardless, she's 12 belts Monet with another one down up on her shit. Cool, great. So now she beat Ultimo Dragons.
10 belt.
Uh,
10 belt.
so she's
Yeah,
golden.
she won her 10 in Mexico, the CMLL or some of the championship. Then she won her
No, it
11.
was another one overseas. The one you're talking about is overseas.
No, no, I'm
Th-
saying she won the one in Mexico, then she won the fucking Ring of Honor interim, and then she won the next one overseas.
Vice versa because the Ring of Honor was the one that pushed her to 12.
The Ring of Honor pushed her to 11, and then she won another one after that.
No, no, no. The Ring of Honor was the one that pushed her over because that's where they were announcing. Did you even watch the pay per view? It
I
wasn't
thought
what she went afterwards because she hasn't been on TV until tomorrow. This was the one that pushed her over.
to 12,
Yes.
so 11 if you get rid of the Owen Hart belt.
No. She won one overseas. That was number 11 that tied Ultimo. The Ring of Honor one was the one that
I
pushed her to
know, but
12.
I'm saying technically one of those 11 belts is the Owen
Yeah,
Hart Cup. So
correct.
in reality, 11 championship belts.
They're considering a championship because she won a fucking bracket. That's why she's 12 belts. Monet. Ring of Honor pushed her to 12. She tied Ultimo with 11. 12 was the winner. 12 was Ring of Honor that pushed her to now she's the one with the most belts ever.
I thought she was tied with Ultimo at 10.
11.
Ultimo had 10 belts.
11.
Look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Yes, please.
Ultimo Dragon had 10 belts, bro. Not 11.
Regardless, she's the fucking champ with 12 belts. It's like, does it matter?
It does.
No, it doesn't. She's the champ with
Yes.
12 fucking belts.
He had 10,
Doesn't
like I
matter.
said.
She's got 12.
I'm telling you. I'm just saying she beat him at 11. She tied him, and now she has 12, so
12 belts, Monet.
I know. And I said Ultimo Dragon had 10. That's all I'm saying. And she beat Jade Cargill's record for the longest TBS champion.
Ultimate Dragon's long-standing record when she won her 11th. Now with 12 championships to her name.
I tell you, she won. She
Fans are
she
already
won the
winning
CMLL
20,
championship.
20
You
times.
idiot! From Persephone. That's what she won it in Mexico from the CMLL championship. But she is the longest reigning champion, TBS champion, beating Jade Cargill's record of 508 days. She won the CMML championship and then she won the Ring of Honor interim TV title. She has 12 belts, Monet. Yeah. Man, they're really letting her break records. Crazy, huh? So Ring of Honor was number 11, CMLL was number 12. Get your shit right.
Yeah, it went on me too.
Are you frozen?
There you are. Yeah, no,
No, you're frozen. Like I can hear you, but you just paused.
okay,
Or
how about
you
now?
you're still frozen.
Okay, I'm gonna just stay on the line.
Well, regardless, Fern was wrong.
Oh, now.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My internet went blah, 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 and fucked me over. So Winnipeg, October 19th. Okay, so this happened 2 days ago. That she won the 12th title career
Yeah,
uh,
CMLL.
in Winnipeg. Monet stepped into a Winnipeg Pro Wrestling ring on October 19th and walked out with her 12th career title. So the 12th happened 2 days ago. The 19th was Sunday. So she won the TBS, or I'm sorry, the Ring of Honor on Saturday, and then the Winnipeg Championship on Sunday. That's how she's 12 belts Monet.
11 belts, man. That's cool.
So 12 belts Monet, and then after when she all that was happening, she was celebrating. Statlander came back out and brought the belt, and then started taking it to her after that. She said, "I'm the world champion. You don't mean shit." So I believe they already have this set up for, it looks like they're going to set this up for the next pay per view.
So
Uh,
13 belt Monet or what? Apparently.
nope. She's not gonna take the world's women champion. They're not gonna give her the world women champion. It makes no sense to have all those belts and the world championship. It's like nah, that ain't gonna happen. I think there's gonna be some shenanigans before that happens, but
Mercedes
we'll
Monet is a
see it.
heel. She is a shenanigans.
True,
Yeah,
true,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
true.
I mean, you want to shock the world? She holds all the women's belts right currently in AEW, and one of the Ring of Honor belts, and all these other fucking 8 other fucking companies. I mean, come on, man. That'd be crazy. I mean, it's crazy
It would be.
now.
It would be. Next on the card, we have the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Brodito, Brody King, and Bandito versus the Don Callis family, Kazuchika Okada and Kadoshike Takeshita.
Winners.
Brodito,
What do you think about this match?
man, it was a heavy hitting match. I'll tell you that much. It was a heavy hitting match, and Brody King, you really had to get to Bandito and be like, "Hey man, just shake it off and let's do this shit, dude. Let's come on, let's win it," because it looked like they were gonna take it. The Don Callis family was gonna take it. It really did.
They had the. I mean, crazy enough that Okada and fucking Takeshita are fucking big dudes. They're not small Asians. They're fucking big dudes, and they're almost as big as. They're taller than Brody King. They're just not as wide as him.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, good, like you said, good match. I mean, Brodito comes out on top, takes the win. I
Heavy
mean,
hitting match, man.
yeah, good overall match and fast pace. Fast pace for big guys, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Brodito showing you his strength and why he is a double champ, Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, and the tag team, one half of the tag team champion, AEW tag team champions. So, um, I'm glad that they haven't gone away from Brody King. They haven't taken it away from him. I'm pretty pumped about that. He's busted his ass to get there. It's
Mm-hmm.
also cool to see Brodito or Bandito, I mean, hold double champs and still be the face of Ring of Honor and still be able to participate in a lot of AEW because he's been on a lot of fucking shows. He is pretty much pulling the Dominic Mysterio kind of run right now,
Mm-hmm.
doing triple duty. So kudos to that. Good match. I liked it.
What happened at the end of the match?
You're gonna
After,
see the fucking the fall because of the fucking the championship. I had a brain fart. The Takeshita.
oh, with Takeshi hitting Okada.
Yeah,
I
like
mean
that's
that may be happening, but what happened on the good guy side? What happened on the faces side? What happened afterwards
I don't
during the
know.
celebration?
I don't know.
Brody King finally did the Macarena with Bandito, the Macarena,
He
because
ended up doing it.
Bandito always does that. During some kind of match, either with him or with someone else that's also involved, and everyone does the Macarena with him. And he finally got because Brody's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that shit, nah, nah. But after this one, beating the shit out of them, yeah, he did the Macarena with them. That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. Next match on the card, AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe.
Hangman retains.
Hangman retains.
You see the turn. Joe is just a better heel. He really is. Like I think he
Mm-hmm.
went face to help out Hook. Hook got hurt. He got paired up with fucking Hobbs and what is his fucking name? Shibata.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember ever seeing Shibata as a heel, but Powerhouse Hobbs has been a heel, and I think this works better for them. Being a
Mm-hmm.
heel, they're able to attack more people, not give a fuck a little bit more.
Yep.
The turn makes a lot of sense, and it was a good match. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
He took Hangman to the limits. Hangman just fucking squeaked out of the win. That's just what it is, and that's okay because we talked about Hangman needed a formidable opponent to establish his dominance as the fucking AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and he got the
Mm-hmm.
win. But this created there was the lesser of two evils, and now Samoa Joe is fucking evil. So
Mm-hmm.
did you really win? No, because now AEW is on fucking notice that you got a trio's champions who just don't give a fuck anymore, and they're gonna run roughshod. So, which is
So,
pretty
do
cool.
you think, saying all this, Samoa Joe, if this is his last year, is going to end on a heel run?
I wouldn't see why not. He's ended in the heel run everywhere else. I think he is the heel that everyone dislikes. That's just what it is. And I think he should. I won't say deserve is a big word, but I don't think anyone would have any issues with him winning the belt and having a real run with the championship compared to what he had before when he had to be the interim champion essentially because he was filming Twisted Metal and something
Mm-hmm.
happened with was it MJF or someone who took the belt off of because something was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think he deserves a better run than he got the first time, and this would be his second World Heavyweight Championship match if he wins, and that'd be pretty cool.
That's what's up. Last match on the card, the I Quit match, Darby Allen versus John Moxley.
I saw the back half of this match. I know Darby won, but didn't really see overall what happened. I saw the fish tank and excessive
Mm-hmm.
violence for no reason, getting thrown around.
Oh, believe me, there was plenty of excessive violence in this match.
What do you think about this match? Give me your take, your hot
Give me a
take.
sec. How about you give me a little more?
Oh, no hot take? Okay. Well, what I did see, I didn't get to watch all of it. What I did see was,
Okay,
uh,
I can give you what I want now.
give me what I want.
Man, the hot take on this shit, Darby can go through some shit. Let's just be straight up. Darby is a crash test dummy for sure.
I just think that the last word's really what he is, a fucking dummy.
Man,
He's shaving years off his life every fucking time he goes out.
every match, dude. Did you see?
Yes.
You only caught the back end, so you didn't see the skewer part when John Moxley got a bag. Marina gave him a bag that was under the ring, full of fucking skewers, wooden skewers.
Like
He
what
got
Penta did to
one.
him? Like what Penta did to him in his
He
head?
got one and put the rest in his back pocket, and he got Darby's hand because it was on top of the metal, and he went under his fingernail and was throwing it under his fingernail, and then he started banging it in his
Why?
under his fucking fingernail, dude,
Why?
to hurt
Why?
him, to hurt
Why? Like what?
people.
What? Unnecessary, but sick. You
But
sick fuck.
that's the sick
You
fuck
sick fuck.
violence
You sick
that
fuck.
they're bringing in because they're giving you a taste of what others are doing outside of what's on TV. That pay per view, you see other companies doing the glass tubes, glass tables, all that stuff. So they kind of pepper in some of that stuff. Hence, you've never seen anyone bring a aquarium tank into the ring, have your goons fill it up with water, and try to drown somebody in the middle of the ring. They're just
I fucking.
introducing
I'm not gonna
new
lie to
ways
you.
of violence.
I I loved it, and I'm sure you saw the former producer, AEW producer, who went in on it about talking about how why there was excessive violence, and then Brody Lee's widow came up and defended AEW about like, hey dude, it's fucking wrestling, like, and they're like, you would let your kids watch this shit? What happens if someone tries that shit at home? Yeah, like typical fucking
Hmm.
bullshit, weak ass people mindset nowadays. But you know, the match was, I guess, excessively violent, sometimes hard to look away. And if you told me about this fucking skewer and shoving it under someone's fingernail, I'd be like, fuck. I can feel it now, right? Like I can feel it on my fingernails now
Hmm.
as you're saying it, and I didn't even watch it, so I can imagine when I watch back
One
later.
skewer throwing it in like that, putting it in there. Let me get this pencil. Putting it in under the fingernail, pushing it in there, and then fucking pop, pop, pop under his damn fingernail, dude. It was
That's sick.
horrible.
That's
That was just
sick.
one of the things. He took off Darby's belt and was whipping the shit out of him. He had it folded at one point, whipping on his back, and then he let it out and was just whipping the shit out of him with the dude. Like they were going in all kinds of ways. Darby brought out the AEW flag that he took him Mount Everest. He was choking Moxley with it at one point. He had him over the ropes and choking him with the thing, and Moxley was hanging, but Moxley didn't quit. There was another part in the match where before the gas tank, before the fish tank, where uh Darby had lighter fluid, like not charcoal fluid, but like Zippo fluid, and Moxley was down, and he started just covering him with damn Zippo lighter fluid, and he went back to his backpack, and he thought he was gonna get a lighter, and Moxley was getting ready, like, oh fuck, he's gonna burn me again. No, he got a pepper spray because he was waiting, because that's when the goons started coming out, and he got Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta with the fucking pepper spray and sprayed them out. But luckily, Claudio came and uh, threw a towel, and Moxley got that stuff off of him. But Moxley went in his backpack and found the stun gun. He stunned Darby with it in the stomach. Like they're just, I'm telling you, dude, like that was a crazy match, dude. Like all the bullshit they were doing. Claudio at one point came in and grabbed Darby. They set up two tables on the outside, the rampway. So they set up two tables, and he thought that Claudio was gonna go and throw him that way. Claudio said,
Uh-uh.
"No,
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna go this way," and he ended up throwing him at the announce team, and everybody had to move, and he just went and fell off on that. Like it was just gnarly, dude. Like the
They
things they
been
were doing to
they
each
they
other,
treat him
man.
like Spike Dudley, a mixture of Spike Dudley and
Hmm.
fucking GCW and New Jack shit. Like, come on,
Dude,
man.
like pushing the boundaries on what is sick and twisted in wrestling, which is kind of great though, because I mean, if you have that old school mentality, dude, you want to see more violence. It's like it gives you more stories to tell. You want the violence. You want to see that, because what other match did we mention had any of this go on? None.
And that's a good thing about AEW does sometimes do their job when if someone's gonna do all this extra shit, they don't let the other matches do some of that stuff, right? Table spots are one thing because tables and chairs are just kind of commonplace now in wrestling in general. But
Right.
when you're like, but AEW is very big on, hey, I can use a fucking chain to choke someone out. Hey, I can use
Mm-hmm.
maybe not so much like I think lighter fluid, glass, and stuff like that is safe for like big stuff like this. And again,
Mm-hmm.
every time they Mox and fucking Darby go out, like they shave a little bit of their life off every fucking time. Every
Well,
match like this, they
they
shave a
kept
little bit of time
trying
life.
to drown Darby in that water. They did it a few times. He wouldn't quit, and then before they did it again, the lights go out.
Who showed up?
Everyone's like, "Oh, oh no, what's gonna happen?" I called it out at home. I was like, "It's Sting!" And then a couple seconds later, the lights pop up, and guess what? It's Sting! And Sting was right there, old man Sting,
Oh
sitting
man,
there
thing Tony
with his
Schiavone
with the
fucking.
bat at hand. And what's the first thing he does? He goes behind Moxley and just chokes the shit out of Moxley with the fucking bat. It's like, yes. Oh man, it was so good. But then he hits Mox, I think, one time with the bat, and he throws it over to Darby. So now Darby has the bat. He's like, I saved your ass. Gets out of the ring. Marina gets in his face. Marina Shafir right there. I'm gonna take your ass out, old man. I'm gonna get you. She went for us to try to sucker punch him. He ducked and picked her up, put her over his shoulder. He carried her ass all the way to the back, and there she was, legs and arms flailing and everything. Little girl, I got your ass. You ain't going nowhere. Fucking dragged
Where
her
are
to
you
the
going?
back.
Where are you going?
You ain't going nowhere. He
Nowhere.
fucking dragged her ass to the back, and then well, Darby's got the oh yeah, and Sting he didn't hit Moxley after he choked him. He broke the
The
aquarium with a
aquarium.
bat.
Yeah.
He hit two goons that came in, and then he fucking popped the aquarium and broke that water. You ain't gonna do this shit no more. Pop the water. I honestly thought they were gonna get glass off of that thing and try to cut each other with it, but they didn't. But that's when he threw the bat to Darby, and then Darby goes after Moxley with the bat, and Moxley has it on his head, and then well, he ends up beating the shit out of him with it. Hits him in the stomach, hits him in the back, hits him in the back of the leg, hits him in the shin, hits him in the back of the leg,
Ooh.
uh, and then he pushes him down, and then he does the oh no, he gave him the stinger, the not the what's the stinger move? Which one is it? The scorpion death
Death drop.
drop,
The death drop.
and
Yeah.
he did the death drop, and then he fucking came off the top rope doing the
Coffin drop.
coffin splat, coffin drop, and then he pinned him. 1, 2, 3. only because they were running out of time. But I think because they were in the water where the glass was, Darby cut himself pretty bad on his arms. Did you
I
see? You started to
I
see
thought it
blood
was
at
an
the
I
end.
quit match though.
Oh yeah, yeah, he didn't pin him. He got him to submit with the scorpion. What is it? Death drop. Death.
Leg lock,
What's
leg lock,
this?
scorpion leg lock.
That's the one.
Yeah.
With the fucking sharpshooter. He got him with the fucking sharpshooter.
Sting was around first.
Yes. So he got him with the sharpshooter, made him say I quit. But it that's where the end was kind of fuzzy because it got real like, dude, you could have done that like an hour ago. Why is it that Moxie's now just happened out because Sting came out? But it was because they ran out of time.
So you can only imagine what they had in store for what was supposed to happen. Hey, at least Sting
Hmm.
they got the Sting pop. You got the fucking new levels of fucking ridiculousness with a fucking trying to drown someone in the fish tank, which is gnarly, you know. But hey, a good finish. Unfortunately, pretty quick. But again, like you said, Darby Allin got cut up pretty bad, so they did rush it, but also ran out of time because, like you said earlier in the night, that FTR's match ran over with jet speed. So that kind of fucked everything. So
Yes, it did.
rather than AEW doing a WWE move and cutting someone's match, they just fucking rushed her a little bit more, you know. And unfortunately, when you have a match with Darby and Mox, like I'm sure if they could, they would go all night to fucking give the fans what they want. But hey, they were able to compile enough violence into a short amount of time and have a winner that make it
According to
believable.
Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live, the brutal I Quit match had to be rushed due to time constraints. Just as Moxley gave up and Darby climbed the ropes with the AEW flag to celebrate, the broadcast was yanked off the air. "Quote: the real life reason was that they were completely out of time. The moment he gave up and Darby ran up and started celebrating with the flag in the corner, it was off the air. So it was a timing issue."
Hmm.
Alvarez also mentioned another possible factor. Darby Allin may have cut his arm badly during the match, which triggered additional concerns from local authorities. Quote, someone also said he sliced up his arm and they had to end it quick before the Missouri Pro Wrestling Commission decided to stop it. It was mostly a timing issue. The match itself didn't shy away from controversy. One of the most brutal spots featured Moxley shoving Allen's head in a fish tank. A moment that sparked backlash online, including the former AEW coach who questioned the segment's appropriateness. Blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
Fans hoping for a longer, more cinematic ending were left with a sudden fade out. Reminder of how unpredictable live pro wrestling can be, even at the top level.
That's right. So overall, what would you rate this pay-per-view?
I would give it a strong B. I would give it a like a B minus, a B minus. There were some hiccups on some of the matches. There were a couple of things that I could care less for that really didn't give it a strong A rating. And so I say a B minus. Um, the timing issue was a factor in some of that. But I mean, when you have a couple of matches that just didn't grab your attention, I mean, if you really want something, it's hard to give sometimes a good 10 out of 10 kind of thing, because there are, I mean, not every match is going to have a quality story or a quality pairing that is going to get everyone's attention. So that's why I say a B minus.
Highlights, any matches that stood out to you?
I
Like,
told you from the beginning. I told you the Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks was match of the night.
cool,
That was match of the night for me.
nice.
Along with the women's championship matches, those were just chef's kiss, dude. But with the tag team match, you WWE can't do that. I'm sorry, WWE cannot do that. You can put some of the best together, but that fluidity that they had in that match can't be reproduced. They have it. They've had it, and they still produce and give it compared to others. I'm pretty sure there are a team or two that can in WWE. I'm not saying that it's impossible. No, not at all. But that match sticks out like a sore thumb to the rest of them there because of how good it was. It was very well produced.
Nice. That's what's up.
What about you?
Uh, B minus as well. I liked the Brodito Okada Takeshita match because there's a lot of story behind that in both directions with the Brodito team and the Don Callis team. There's a lot of story. I like the build up. Matches are awesome. AEW doesn't disappoint on match quality, but the story does usually lack a lot of times. And I think that was one of the big stories. That one, And then I'll give an honorable mention to Samoa Joe and Hangman because that just leads up to what the fuck happens because you just totally turned a whole team, not just one person, a whole team heel, and now you've built another whole layer of what the fuck's gonna happen to Hangman Page because now Joe is fucking a bad guy, and not only is Joe a bad guy, but the ops with him. So I'm again, I there was some lackluster matches for me. It really was most of the women's matches. Unfortunately, I'm just glad that they were featured. They actually at least the showcase. Um, I don't think some of the story or the wrestling was there for me, and I think the worst match of the night probably was the Mercedes Monet one for me. But B minus. I mean, it's still a good match. Still a good match.
Hmm.
Cool to see Mina Shikara. Pretty awesome, whether you like her or not, to see that Mercedes is able to capture belt number 11 on a pay per view, and then a couple of days later capture number 12 to be
One day later.
1 day later to be 12 belt Monet, first time ever, regardless of what you hate her, like her, whatever. That's a fucking record in itself, and wrestling is all about entertaining, and it's about talking to people, right? It's about talking about somebody, and Mercedes Monet, again, like I said, whether you like her or not, you're fucking talking about her. We're talking about her, and it is what it is. So, pretty badass. I'm looking forward to hopefully tomorrow, and seeing what that looks like.
Tomorrow is the start off, hopefully, for Full Gear.
So they said they're going to announce the women's tag team bracket at the very least, so we could see that happening and maybe see a match play out on Collision. So we will find out.
Oh, I forgot about that. We're getting both.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you might have them announce a
It's a
bracket.
tomorrow is a 3 hour show, the 2 hours of Dynamite and 1 hour Collision, and it is because my DVR fucking now recognizes the two separate shows for at least for that thing. But yeah, we are getting the Ops versus the Hurt Syndicate for the Trios Championships in Dynamite. We're getting the AEW Unified Championship, Okada versus Bandito, and then we are getting the Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament bracket reveal, which I believe the winners will face at Full Gear. I think that's what's going to be the big push is
So they're going to
Full
review
Gear.
it on Dynamite, and they might actually have a match on Collision. So you just
It's
never know.
possible because I mean we still have what is it? I just had the November 22nd. November 22nd. So
That's a
realistically,
month from now. It's a month from
yeah,
now.
at a month to the day, give or take. What is it? The 22nd tomorrow. So 29. Well, yeah, we got a month.
Cool. That's badass.
Hmm. And then to close out the year, AEW World's End at the Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois, Saturday, December 27th. So now let me pepper in a little bit of this before we get out of here. AEW Full Gear is presented by DC, so there's gonna be a lot of crossover stuff going on, crossover with merch, and other things that they're gonna be doing. I'm pretty sure they're gonna pepper in some of the TV shows and stuff. Who knows? Maybe there might be a Homelander visit, a
Oh.
Homelander cameo, since it's DC and Warner Brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the pay per view is happening in Newark, New Jersey.
Newark. No,
So what does that mean? We already know what the main event is going to be, or at least the co-main event.
for what?
Full Gear
Oh, you got fucking MJF for
versus
sure.
Hangman.
Hangman, like that's especially because he's from New York, so Long
He's from
Island.
New Jersey.
He's from Long Island, New York, isn't he?
Yeah, that too.
That's not New
So
Jersey. It's not the
there's
same thing, you idiot.
there's going to be that happening there. That's already a give or take a given. New Jersey and New York, they're all the same fucking area in the Northeast. He claims all that shit. So I mean, all those little fucking states are like 30 minutes from each other, right? Ain't got nobody got what Texas got. All right, ain't nobody got shit on Texas. Fucking 8 hours to get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody got shit on Texas. We already passed through 4 states. Fuck you.
Yeah,
But yeah,
if you're going sideways, yeah.
yeah. So that already tells you MJF is gonna be back next month for sure.
Why is he gone? You know,
Honeymoon
I mean that was one thing. That was like a
took
couple of
took a
weeks
little
ago.
time off. And he was
his
no,
wife is back on TV, so
yeah, but I mean, there was no use for him on the storyline. Oh, didn't he say some shit that he was going to get better before he came back? Something on his promo that he had put out there. It's like I need to go and do so. I don't know if he's training or what, but that was the whole thing. I need to go get better before I come back.
he lost his CMLL championship to back to
Yeah.
Mystico.
Hmm.
So cool. Anyway, well then there's a lot to look forward to for AEW front side. I know there's things coming up for WWE, but we'll get into that this Thursday on Bell the Bell. But
You damn right.
but regardless, we appreciate you tuning in for another Top Rope Tuesday. If you want to
Heading for the
watch
neck.
back, and hit him with the elbow, right? If you want, go ahead and do
Biotic elbow.
a Macho Man fucking elbow drop from the top rope on that like and subscribe button, so you can get notified whenever we drop any episodes on the podcast stuff on YouTube, Spotify, Twitch, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast needs, and of course at the socials at Beyond underscore the underscore ropes underscore pod for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. My friend gets starts posting these fucking videos. You fucking lazy motherfucker. Get your shit together. But regardless, for Retro Relapse, I'm Randizzo. Make sure to stay tuned for more stories, more violence, because
Where the podcast hits back, brother.
woo!